I'll get straight to it. We've won our last 3 matches, 3-1 away at Boavista, Hurtado, Folia and Antonio Gomez, 2-0 home against Sporting. This was a really important win, Saul and an own goal, and a 2-1 victory away at Morirense, Melro and Makiti. But there's something that I don't understand. As you can see, Porto are not already qualified to the Champions League, even though they have 3 points ahead of us with just one more match to go, because if we take a look at the schedule, they've won against us in the first match 2-1 and it ended 1-1 away at Porto. So that means they have the advantage. If we take a look at the rules again, the results between teams, team records against other teams on the same point will be sorted by the rules in the following order: goal difference and away goals scored. So they do have the advantage. Maybe there's a glitch here, I don't know, but Porto are definitely already qualified to the Champions League. Hey, welcome back to Academica on FM24. Today we're going to play the last game of the season, home against Portimonense. We're going to take a look at the season review, we're going to take a look at some stats, and of course we're going to talk about plans for next season. Here's the first 11: Vettorel, Parente, Koulibaly, Fish, Hurtado, Gomez, Saul, Magoma, Măncheati, Isidor and Melro up front. Schmidt was out injured. He's going to be on the bench today. We should have an easy game, a comfortable win. As you can see, if we don't win the game, Sporting will overtake us and we're gonna drop to a Conference League spot. Hurtado with a raw win for our first highlight. Magoma, back to Hurtado, he's been amazing this season. Saul, Gomez. Saul is no longer wanted by Inter Miami, but by Mallorca, and I don't think that's a transfer I want to make. Koulibaly to Parente. Parente, it's a decent cross with 1-0 up. Măncheati, his 10th goal of the season. Yes, we do have a few players that scored more than 10 goals. Here's the Fish to Gomez. Lovely ball from Gomez. What a player he's becoming. Parente, come on, dude. Maybe his last game for Academica. I wanted to extend his loan, but Benfica rejected our offer. The same goes for Hurtado from Porto. Saul takes a corner now. Decent one is 2-0. Will Fish with his 4th of the season. Will Fish didn't really develop as much as I wanted him to, but he's a decent player. So is Koulibaly, who is wanted. Yes, I dropped Acevedo for this game. I wanted to play our players. I wanted to play Koulibaly, give him probably his last match, because he's wanted by a few teams, including Bournemouth and the club from Ligue 1. Here's Koulibaly now. To Parente. Isidor, Saul, Magoma to Melro, 4-0, unbelievable. His 21st goal of the season. Now he's our top goal scorer. Isidor has 20, so if Isidor scores a goal, he's gonna be top goal scorer joint with Melro. Isidor now. Here's Parente, Saul to Gomez. Can we make it 5? Just under 30 minutes. Parente, Saul, lovely movement of the ball there. But it was a misplaced pass there by Saul and a chance for a counter-attack. Lovely for this guy. Oh, that was lovely. Then a decent cross. They've managed. No, they didn't. They hit the post. Good opportunity. I will try to keep Vettorel. I want to keep Vettorel. He has a good personality. He's 26. Decent attributes. What a mistake. Isidor to Hurtado. Dude, just play it up front here. To Măncheati. Isidor again. Isidor missed the target. Porto are 1-0 up against Benfica, so that's gonna solve the issue. I do think that was a bug or something. Corner now for who are we playing? Portimonense, right? Is that a penalty? No, but it's a goal. A lovely goal from this guy, Jasper. 4-1. What a first half we're having. 5 goals. Yeah, it's 4-1 at half time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Keep it up. Isidor with a corner. 53 minutes on the clock. It was for Fish. Now Măncheati, Isidor to score. Isidor scores. It's 5-1. Now he's joined top scorer with Melro. I'm not gonna sub them off. I wanna see if one of them will score one more goal. 71 minutes on the clock. Let's bring in Aldasoro for Saul, Moyano for Magoma, and Brie for Hurtado. Carlos Martin is coming in to replace Mcathy, who was really tired. We have a highlight in the 82nd minute, a chance for a counter-attack now. Carlos Martin, fresh legs. Dude, just go and cross it. Carlos Martin loses the ball, for crying out loud, dude. What the hell? So maybe there's a chance here for Portimonense. They still control the ball. That was lovely. Come on, block him. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, it's 5-2. Well, we end the season with a spectacular match. 5-2 against Portimonense. We're in stoppage time. Yeah, the game is over. Spectacular match. Great job, dudes. Signing of the season, Saul. Of course he was. 17 goals and 17 assists. That's amazing. Every single player that we bought last summer contribute a lot to our success this season. Even James Brie with 8 assists, or Antonio Moyano with 6 assists and 3 goals. Season results, the board are pleased that we qualified. Europa League, we got a B- for that, only a B-, an A for reaching the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the 4th round by Sporting in the Cup, and we got an A- for winning the Allianz Cup. Moments to remember: the biggest win, an 8-1 victory away at Maritimo in the Allianz Cup. Match to remember, a 2-1 victory away at Bodo Glimt, okay. And goal of the season scored by Magoma against Vizela. Let's see it. It was probably a cracking shot from outside the box. Yeah, let's see. Magoma. Well, I've seen better from Shurlinov. You guys seen better from Shurlinov. It was live. Finances. We still have a national reputation, no new sponsorships. That's not good. Of course, we increased our annual revenue, 14 million from broadcast revenue. That's great compared to only 1.19 from last season. And the competition prize money went up to 12 million. That's great. Around 500,000 in total merchandise sales, and we sold over 4,000 shirts. Saul, Mcathy, Isidor, Shurlinov and Carlos Martin sold particularly well. How we lined up: our best 11 with Vettorel in goal, okay, Parente, Fish, Acevedo, Hurtado, Magoma, Folia, Saul, Mcathy, Isidor and Melro. That seems about right. We've won Manager of the Month in January and the Portuguese Premier League Manager of the Year, but this is last season. Anyway, some club awards for our players. Saul got 2 of them, Fans Player of the Season and Signing of the Season. Thiago Parente was Young Player of the Season. We saw the goal of the season. We've seen better. Top goal scorer, Melro with 21. I guess he played fewer matches than Isidor. Folia got the most assists with 17. Most Player of the Match awards, Mcathy with 8. Highest average rating, Magoma 7.3. Most passes completed per 90 minutes, Fredrik Winther, he didn't play too much, with 67. Record breakers, well, Isidor scored a hat-trick, okay. Carlos Martin scored a hat-trick in the league. Most assists with 17. Jason McKitty got 8 Player of the Match awards. We got the highest transfer fee received, 9.5 million for Lautaro Valenti. What a player we had on our hand. Yeah, he was pretty decent. And fastest goal, Isidor, just 20 seconds. Competition awards, we didn't get any. History in the making. Well, we've won the cup and we've managed to qualify for Europe once again. And for me, that's a good season indeed. So I had to skip a couple of weeks for this playoff to take place. Moreirense got relegated because they lost the playoff to Leiria, one of our rivals, right? Yeah, let's see the league table. So Benfica are champions. They're going to play in the Champions League. Porto finished second. They're going to play in the qualifying rounds of the Champions League. We've managed to qualify straight to the league phase of the Europa League. Sporting are going to play in the Europa League and Braga in the Conference League. This seems about right. We got Moreirense, Amadora and Farense relegated. Let's not forget that Amadora had a decent wage budget. We see a couple of our players here, like Mcathy finishing third in Player of the Match awards and Saul finishing top provider with 11 assists alongside these guys from Benfica. Estoril Praia, Santa Clara and Leiria got promoted. Alverca, Faive, Sporting Covia got relegated. Too bad, we had a player on loan to Sporting. And Gracia, our goalkeeper, to Belenenses, and he did all right there. We'll take a look at them, of course. But let's take a look at some player stats in our first team. Goal scorers, Melro and Isidor with 21 goals. Martin and Saul scored 17, 15 goals for Folia, Berani and Mânchati with 10, 9 goals for Shurlinov, 8 for Magoma, 6 for Aldasoro. Bruno Alves scored 4 goals and so on. Assist-wise, we have Folia and Saul with 17, Isidor got 16, 10 for Parente, 9 for Mânchati, 8 for Brie, 7 assists for Martin and Aldasoro, and so on. Average rating, Paris Magoma tops it, 7.3 rating with 8 goals and 9 assists. Isidor had an amazing season. He contributed to 47 goals in 46 appearances. That's incredible. James Mânchati had a fine season as well. Saul, 17 goals, 17 assists. We have Parente with 10 assists and 4 goals. Folia got 15 goals and 17 assists. This is his best season, and so on. Yeah, it was a great season overall for all the players. If we take a look at the appearances, yeah, Isidor, Saul and Folia played a lot. On the other hand, we have Bruno Alves, 4 starting appearances and 16 as a sub. Scored 4 goals, he's just 17. Winther didn't really play too much. Moyano got 10. Max Schmidt, I would like to sign him, but I don't think that's possible. Samuel Wells is gonna leave the club. The thing is, I'm afraid this team might fall apart. Max Schmidt might leave, Acevedo. I actually made an offer of 8.4 million, even though we don't have the money. We'll take a look at the budget in a minute, but he didn't want to negotiate with us, and I cannot get him back on loan. The same goes for Hurtado and Parente. If we want to invest in this club, I'm afraid we'll have to sell, and we'll have to sell big. And I'm afraid it might be Antonio Gomez, even though I want to keep him around. He's not wanted yet, or Matty Berani. James Mânchati has a release clause of 44 million. I don't think he's gonna get activated this season. Let's see who's wanted. Saul by Mallorca, Isidor by... Okay, this is interesting, but we're not gonna get too much money for him. Koulibaly is wanted by Bournemouth, Sampdoria, Rayo Vallecano and Clermont. Brie, who's 29, by Crystal Palace and Metz. And Will Fish is wanted, okay, this is new, by Clermont. Frederick Winther, Oviedo and Vizela. And Magoma is no longer wanted. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think we can rely on free transfers anymore, because once you get to a certain level, there won't be too many that can actually improve your squad. So I don't know what's gonna happen this summer. I will try to get Hurtado and Parente back on loan for one more season. I don't think we're gonna get to see Acevedo playing for Academica anytime soon though. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the youngsters. We have 2 that just turned 18. Matt Benson is a Canadian central defender with 17 jumping reach. He will go out on loan. Raul Felicio, a promising winger. He looks pretty decent for his age, but that's not all. We have a few players out on loan that really developed. Like, let's take a look at Luis Ramos, who played in the 3rd division with a 7 rating. He played a lot, 18, he developed a lot. So maybe I'm gonna keep him around next season, I don't know. I think I'm gonna loan out Gracia for one more season. He needs regular football. He played all right, 6.96 average rating. That's not too bad for a team that was struggling to avoid relegation. Rodrigo Esguiria, a deep lying playmaker that might replace Antonio Gomez if he leaves. 19 though, and he looks pretty decent. And we also have Santiago out on loan to Sporting Covia, 28 appearances for them. A winger, he's actually natural as the advanced forward, and he looks pretty decent. Unfortunately, he doesn't have such a great personality. He played 28 times, scored once, got himself 3 assists. So the future looks bright here. I don't remember if when we started this season, I told you guys that we were invited to play in the under 23s. We have an under 23 squad now, and they actually play competitive matches. If we take a look at the fixtures, yeah, in the under 23s. Now, I don't understand, once this happened, another B team popped up. We don't have, well, we actually have a couple of players here, and I just wanted to see if they actually play football. Well, I guess so. 16 appearances, so I guess it counts, because if we take a look at their fixtures, there aren't any. And this Academica B, who we had from the start, only plays friendly. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's a bug or something. Our finances, I offered a contract to 2 players, a left back and a deep-lying playmaker. So that's why we have a committed spending of over our wage budget. The board only gave us 2.6 million to spend. That's definitely not enough. I don't think they're gonna give us any more money. I will try to increase it, of course. So I think we're gonna have to rely on selling some players. Everyone is up for grabs, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, it was a great season, considering we actually won our first trophy, the League Cup or the Alliance Cup. What's next for this club? Of course, my goal every single summer was to improve the squad, and I've done that in the first 3 summer transfer windows that we had. Now, I'm not so sure I can do it. It all depends on the quality of the free transfers we can find, or if we manage to sell big. So I'll see you guys after the transfer window in September. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'll see you guys for the next one.